Sierra Leone, 2001, a land where the dust of a decade-long war began to settle. But the long shadows of the diamond trade still loomed over the hearts of its people. In the quiet corners of a demobilization camp, healing began not with grand gestures, but with the steady hands of those like Maria too, a nurse devoted to mending broken spirits, was here. She met Kanu, a young man whose skin bore the scars of a conflict he was forced into as a child, his eyes a haunting map of a stolen youth. As she tended to his physical wounds, a photograph sat between them, a silent witness to the family Kanu had lost, and the sister he was still desperately searching for. In the weeks that followed, a fragile bond formed. They shared simple meals of cassava, finding solace in the shared language of survival and the slow rhythm of the camp. They walked through the light tropical rain, their conversations filling the heavy silences that usually haunted Kanu's mind. For a moment, the war felt like a distant, fading echo, but reconstruction is never simple. Mariatu's home, with its torn wallpaper and damp walls, stood as a visual metaphor for the nation's guard, yet still standing, defying the rumors of renewed violence. While they sought peace, others sought the glittering currency of chaos. Deep in the shadows, the blood diamonds that fueled the tragedy continued to change hands in secret, the ghosts of the conflict, driven by regional power plays and smuggling routes through Liberia, refused to stay buried. International resolutions were signed, but the ground reality remained dangerous. Kanu became a target. Men in slick shoes and expensive watches, remnants of old rebel networks, approached him with bribes. They believed he knew the location of a hidden cache. The frees were sharp, and the temptation was real. They promised him a life of luxury, a way to escape the trauma, if only he would betray the fragile peace they were building. The conspiracy unraveled when Maria too, while cleaning the clinic's living quarters, discovered a hidden ledger tucked beneath an old cotter book filled with names and damning trade patterns. Risking everything, she knew the truth could not remain hidden. She arranged a secret meeting with a UN officer, the ledger clutched tightly to her chest like a shield. In a quiet office far from the camp, she handed over the evidence. It was a moment of terrifying bravery, knowing the reprisal from the diamond smugglers would be swift, too. The consequences were immediate. Late-night raids swept through the outskirts, and whispers of betrayal filled the air. Old loyalties were tested as the syndicate fought to keep their secrets. Through the turmoil, Mariatu and Kanu stood together. They were no longer just a nurse and a patient, but two souls bound by a shared commitment to a future without blood on their hands. B.I. 2004, the air in Sierra Leone felt different. The weight of the war had lifted, replaced by the industrious sounds of a nation rebuilding its foundation from the rubble. Under a canopy of flowers, Mariatu and Kanu celebrated their union. It was a modest wedding, but to the community, it was a powerful symbol of reconciliation and hope. Their testimony at the hearings helped pave the way for the Kimberley process, ensuring that the diamonds of their land would never again fund the destruction of its children. Today, the clinic where they met has transformed into a thriving center of life. Here, nurses provide care while former soldiers learn new trades, turning weapons into tools. Love, once a fragile whisper in a camp of war, had become the cornerstone of their new life. A modest miracle born from the very heart of the conflict. Their journey proves that even in the deepest despair, the human spirit can find the light. It is a story of a nation, and two people, choosing to heal through. From the rubble of war to the promise of peace, their hands remain interlaced, a testament to the power of love to outshine even the most brilliant stone.